Recorded.
All right, folks, welcome back. Hopefully you had a chance to exchange your ideas around what makes you remarkable and, more importantly, what makes your team, the combination of your two individual identities, remarkable. We're going to move forward now because we want to get into the meat of innovation, which is, again, about problem solving. So today we're going to focus exclusively on understanding your problem, understanding the problem that you want to solve. And this is really, really important because a lot of times innovators move very, very quickly into solutions without actually understanding the problem that they're facing. Einstein has a great quote. They asked him one time, if you were going to come up with an idea to solve all the world's problems, how would you approach it? And he responded that he would spend 90% of the time trying to understand the problem and only 10% of the time resolving it, actually solving that problem. And so we're going to do something similar here today. We're going to really focus in on the problem. We're going to give you some homework to work on over the next couple of days. And then come Monday, then and only then will we start moving into the solutions. I want to also introduce one of my good and dear friends and colleagues, Yvan Bayisabe. Yvan is an innovator extraordinaire. He's come up with some of the most ingenious ideas that I've ever gotten a privilege to work with. And one of those ideas is called Vibrantcreator. So he's going to take you through what Vibrantcreator is and talk a little bit about how it works and how it can support the work that we're going to be doing together here today. So Yvan, I'll give it to you to take it away.
Oh, perfect. Can you hear me, right? Hey guys.
Yes, loud and clear.
Happy Friday. I know you should have spent your time with your loved ones, but I mean, what we're doing here is great as well. So so the time is not wasted. Thank you so much. I'll just be brief. Main purpose here is to kind of give you a bit in depth of how you can use Vibrantcreator. Which is pretty straightforward. It's pretty self-explanatory. So could you give me access to share my screen, Anthony?
Should be good now.
All right. So let me just jump straight into it. Share screen. All right. Can you see my screen? Just give me a thumbs up if. All right. This is Facebook. That's not what we're going to use. So this is Vibrantcreator. Let me probably start from the beginning. So what you need to do basically is to just sign up. Once you sign up, you create a profile. There will be details you need to plot in terms of your business. At the moment, you're still in the early stage, so all the things which you put in the registration phase can be changed. So don't worry about that. Once you're in, this is kind of a dynamic tool, which is sort of gamifies the entire business development process. And our whole idea behind is that once you have run through the hackathon, you can continue working with your business. So it doesn't become like an ad hoc thing, but something which you can continue working on with. So once you're in a Vibrantcreator, at the moment, you are kind of in stage 1, so you have an idea. So the question, how to get started. So it's pretty straightforward. Just click on start. So it will show you all the steps you probably need to go through to kind of formalize your idea. And today, of course, you guys will be going through problem, because problem is one of the key factor in terms of succeeding with your idea. Basically, you need to solve an actual problem. So I mean, here you can just type in each problem you're kind of trying to solve. And then you have one layer, which is called verified assumptions. Because once you are putting in your ideas, it's more or less assumptions. You're going to run through different tasks and so on with Anthony. So I don't need to explain much here, but what's important is to understand that you have this area where you choose how far you are in terms of defining your idea. And once you click on done, you get a pop-up, which right now I have verified assumption, but you get a pop-up which say verify your assumption. So, and here you have to showcase how you're verifying your assumption. As you see, you have different options here. And you can verify your assumption in different ways. So we kind of have categorized different ways of setting up your verification of your assumption. So, and then you click done. Once it's done, then your idea is kind of verified. So you have all these steps you need to take, basically all the way from problem, solution, value proposition, customers. And on customers, you can kind of go in details in terms of what exactly is that customer experiencing as a problem and what is the solution of that problem. So once you finish with that, you can jump into impact goals. I believe what you guys are trying to solve has a connection to impact goals, and you can try to find which areas where you're actually solving, where you're connecting your problem to a specific SDG. And here you can type in also how you are you contributing to reach that goal, and how you plan to to evaluate that. Skills and competence is basically, so at the moment you kind of need to analyze what kind of skills do you need to kind of take the idea to fulfill it, basically. And identifying skills and competence you need, I think it's very important, because right next you have team. So you'll be inviting your teammates. When you invite your teammates, you can basically drag the skill which they consider they have, so that it's easier for you to have control of who and what have the skills you need. Market goals, setting up different market goals in terms of your business. And then you have, of course, elevator pitch. You guys are familiar with elevator pitch. What is important there is to kind of describe your idea in, let's say if you meet someone on the elevator and you have a few seconds to describe your idea, I think you should have something which kind of showcase what is exactly your business. And then problem interview. I think this is an area where you encourage to break your assumptions, because at the end of the day, what you guys will be working on is having an assumption and trying to create a solution to that assumption. But the most important thing is to break the assumption. If you don't break the assumption, then your probability to kind of succeed is very limited. So that's a very important thing to note. So this is kind of like a step-by-step tour, but of course you can jump in and continue with your business. You can invite your teammates and assign them to work on specific things. So it breaks down all the elements in the business development. It breaks them down so that it's easier for you to separate and also assign tasks so that you can follow up the progress in those different areas. You can have conversations on the side, and you can track how things are being changed over time. So which kind of gives you a more control in terms of how the data you're producing and how it's changing over time, which is something you don't get usually. And that's the dynamic aspects of this platform. I think by the end, I think Alan has already explained it, but at the end, on overview, you have the data you're producing is automatically switched to business plan, which you can see here, and it's pretty straightforward. Click on a link, and then you can share that business plan with anyone. The business plan is here, and let me show you how to do it. So when you share this link, then someone else is able to kind of go through your business and see all the elements of your business plan. So it means that you don't need to write a business plan after you finish, which is also a headache, which is reduced for you guys. You have a market plan, which is also created automatically. And a market plan defines different market goals, strategy, and so on, which you need to kind of build, which you need basically in terms of the step from having a product or minimum valuable product and having a strategy of how are you going to attack the market. All the market goals, different milestones, and so on, everything is converted into a timeline so that you can have a clear view, you and your team, of how, what is the target you're kind of, you're trying to reach, and how you're doing in terms of the target. On the side here, you have notes. And notes, it's an area where you can basically have different notes, so you don't necessarily need to note things on Microsoft. The good thing about these notes is that you can, in 1 second, share the notes with your teammates. Let me just push this one here. So here you have share the notes, so it's easier for you guys to share the notes with your teammates. On the side, you have a chat. So if you have any questions, we'll be on standby. You can ask anything specific related to business development, and we are on standby and ready to answer if you have any questions. And of course, if you experience any bugs or anything, which is also something we can't see everything, so there's some things you might discover. Please report them. You have a chat on the side, and we can fix it right away. So instead of going down with the headache of, oh, it doesn't work, you can just send us a message and everything's there. We'll be pulling a lot of updates and insights and so on. It's an explore area where it kind of brings together the community, so you can find different articles and so on, and updates of Vibrantcreator, which will be put here, and it's easy accessible for you guys. And the last part is that we're going to have a pitch deck. So the data you're producing will also be converted to presentations, one of them pitch deck, which is coming probably next week. And then from there, then it means that you don't even need to create presentations. You have everything you need in one place. So in short, you just need to focus on your business idea and make sure that you break all the assumptions while you're building your business idea. Utilize the data you have, and Vibrantcreator will convert it to a business plan, to a market plan, set your market goals to a timeline so it's clear for you, and also create for you pitch decks you need to present your business. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it in terms of Vibrantcreator. So I'll open up for questions. Please.
Thank you so much, Yvan. That was really, really helpful. Hey, folks, let's see some chatter in the chat feed. Do you understand what this technology is all about? Are you interested? Is this something that you well, you're going to have to use it one way or another because we're going to use it for this the next rest of the hackathon. But do you have any questions for Yvan before we move on? Are you still awake?
Alan, do you know if there have been any previous questions on here, which I can?
Okay.
Oh.
So, there wasn't any previous question, but I think when they get to create their accounts and start interacting with Vibrantcreator, that I see a question. Yeah.
All right, thank you, Nyakio and Victoria, for giving us some input there that really helps. What I'd like to do right now is actually give you guys 10 minutes in your breakout rooms to go ahead and sign up for Vibrantcreator and start the process, because there's about 7 questions you're going to have to answer in order to have your own business set up in Vibrantcreator. And I just want to tell you right off the bat, do not worry if you answer some of those questions with just like placeholder text. So you don't necessarily need to name your business. You can just say team 1 or team 2 or whatever it is. It's okay. You can change those once you've created your account. But I want to give everybody 10 minutes to create it, because we're going to move into stage 1 of Vibrantcreator as soon as you're done. And if you don't already have an account set up, it's going to make the whole process a little bit more difficult, okay? All right, I'm going to assume you understand what's going on. I'm going to open the breakout rooms. I'm going to give you 10 minutes to sign up for Vibrantcreator and get all your team members on the same business, okay? It's a pretty straightforward process, but what I'll do after I create the rooms is I'll jump in each of the room and make sure that you guys are doing okay, and maybe Yvan could do the same.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, folks, there's the rooms are now open. Please join your room and go ahead and sign up for Vibrantcreator and create your business.